Hi guys, welcome back to another video on this channel of mine. So girl, I know we do the manifestation videos. I know we do the girl talk videos, but you know what? I have a story time. You heard that right. Story time video that I have not said because girl, let me tell you, I am a retired petty girl. I am a retired story time girl. Like I've said plenty of times. I'm gonna say it for all my new followers if you're new here. Girl, I used to have the craziest story times. But you know what? When you live a peaceful life, not a lot of crazy stuff happens to you. But one of these things did happen to me, okay? And that is my high school crush basically asking me for work, basically asking me for a handout, sis. And nothing could have prepared me for this. So let's get into it. Okay, so high school me, high school Lena. Now, this is the thing, you guys. I was honestly cool with everyone. I wasn't purposely mean to no one or nothing. Okay, got along with everyone, all different types of little groups or whatever the case is. Okay, but I was considered shy. Okay, your girl was not as bold as I am right now. Okay, especially when it came to dudes, I kept to myself. Okay, but this is the thing, you guys. My class was small. Okay, small. I forget. Well, like what? 30 kids. Like, girl, it was small. And this is the thing, that none of them, the dudes were cute, okay? And the small handful, I think there was like maybe 3 or 4. Girl, they were taken. They were taken. So what was I supposed to do? Okay. So we had to rely on the new kids coming in, the new guys coming in, and be like, is he cute? Is he not? Okay. So this is the thing. I want to say this was like junior year. So he was with us junior year and senior year. Okay. Here comes this new guy, and I can't remember his name. We're gonna call him, for the sake of the video, we're gonna call him Daniel. Okay. Daniel. So here comes Daniel. And Daniel was easily one of the finest dudes, okay, that whatever little girl, whatever I considered fine as a junior in high school, he was that. Okay. Now, no, it doesn't meet the standards. Okay. But whatever I considered fine in high school, I was like, that's him. He's fine. Okay. Now, girl, I don't know if you can relate or not, but every school has like that little baddie. Okay. And my little school's baddie, girl, I had to give her props. She was bad. Okay. Now, Miss Girl, okay, she was like 5'6". She had a little like cute little body. Okay. And she had, this is what made her like the class baddie, should I say, not the school baddie, but you know, like the junior baddie. Okay. And everyone kind of knew it. She had the most prettiest hazelish, a little bit more towards the green side eyes. Okay. And she was not stuck up at all. She was actually really sweet and she kept to herself. So, anyways, the thing is that every guy gravitated toward Miss Batty. Like they gravitated towards her. Okay. So here comes Daniel, and I'm like, oh, he's so cute. And this was my thing. Like, whenever I like would try to talk to a guy or whatever, like I used to be like, okay, what's my in? Like, what do I go in? I'd be like, oh, excuse me, do you have like this page of the homework, or did you know what chapters we had to read? Like, I was trying to like do one of those. Okay. So, girl, before I could even think of a little plan on how to talk to him, okay, why do I see him chatting up Miss Batty? And I'm like, great. Because, like I said, all the guys, any decent type of guys, whether they were like in the class above us or whatever the case is, like, or even the new guys that were cute would always gravitate towards her. Like, she was just, girl, she just was the baddie. Okay. So here I am, and I'm like, damn, another one bites the dust. Like, damn, okay. And the thing about it is, like, this dude never talked to me. Yes, we had classes, but he never once spoke to me, okay? And like this dude had it bad for Miss Batty, okay? We're talking about he used to follow her all over. And there was even a time, I want to say like 2 times, okay? Because I did have her in one of my classes. The first time I was like walking behind them, and Daniel had a Starbucks cup, not even one for himself. Like it's like he told his mom or something. We all didn't drive at the time, okay? Like depended. But it's like he told his mama, stop at Starbucks. I got to get a coffee. He didn't even have one for himself, sis. And he had the coffee, and I remember him handing it to Miss Batty, and she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like she had it down. She knew what she was doing, and I was just like, my little heart that was like had a little crush on him. I was like, fine, it's fine. Like it's all good, okay. And there was a second time where it was Jamba Juice, okay. I don't know, but point is like my first class I shared with Miss Batty, okay? And here comes Daniel in, and he has Jamba Juice, and he like the whole class stopped. Like he knocked the door, and obviously like everyone's turning back, like what's going on? Who is at the door? And it's Daniel, sis. And he's like, oh, I just have this cup for Miss yada yada, whatever her name is, but we can call her Miss Batty. Have this, just drink for Miss Batty. And he like walks all like, like all shy, whatever. He walks, he gives it to her. She's like, thank you, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, okay. So y'all, I just gave up hope. I never even once talked to him. He wasn't stuck up. He wasn't mean. He wasn't like douchey or whatever, like most of the dudes in my class. He was actually really sweet from what I can see in his interactions. We just never spoke. We never spoke. And it's just one of those things, when you had a crush on a guy and you just like from a distance, but you guys just never interact, and it's just kind of like you never give it a second thought, okay? So this is the thing. When your girl got into Instagram modeling, okay, I'm talking about like I was really into it. I was like doing I don't know how many shoots every week, girl. It was like 2, 3. I was always in LA for shoots. I was always, but my agency was booking me for events, for photo shoots, for clothing. Like I used to shoot for clothing brands. Like, girl, I was doing the damn thing, okay? And I was really blowing up. And at this time, I want to say I was like a year after high school. And this was the time that there was not a lot of IG models. And if you were doing the thing, like it was kind of like a how do you get started? Like, how did you, there was not a lot of details about it, okay? So when you have the shy girl, the former shy girl in high school, becoming an IG model, being out in LA and being, with a modeling agency, you're just like, whoa, right? Okay, a lot of people from high school did follow me on IG, and a lot of people like had, girl, it was, yeah, it was a lot where they're just like, what? Her? How? Who? Like, So anyway, so there's a time where he had added me. And like I was like, oh, he looks kind of familiar. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is Daniel. Now, mind you, we were young, okay? This is right after high school, sis. Okay, and I believe I was 18, okay? And Daniel already was with someone and he already had a kid. Okay, I think I want to say one. I don't know if it was two. Girl, I want to say one. Maybe there was two, maybe there was a second one on the way. I don't know. But I know for sure he had a kid, and he obviously had like a girlfriend, fiance, whatever. Okay. He's starting his little family. And this guy DMs me. And mind you, we have not spoken. Never spoken in high school. Okay. I don't know how he found my page, to be honest. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Because again, we had no, my friend group wasn't with his friend group. Like, girl, I don't know. Okay. But he found my IG page. And obviously, on my IG page, I don't use it as a personal page. I've always used it for like my modeling portfolio. So it has all my modeling pictures, like everything I do, okay? And he adds me, obviously. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, wow, you already started a family. And that was like so taboo where I'm like, oh, wow. When people like right out of high school, I was like, oh, okay. He's on a whole different level. I'm over here, like, and he DMs me and I'm over here, little junior version of Lena comes out and I'm so excited. And I open it, right? And again, he's so cute. I should mention that. He is still cute as ever, fine as ever, sis. And I read the DM, and it says something along the lines of like, hey, we used to go to high school together. And, I seen that you're doing your thing, and that's so cool. And I'm so proud of you. Do y'all know that fake spiel they give you? And let me tell you, once you get into it, sis, whether that's IG modeling, whether that's having a business, whatever the case is, a level of success, okay, point blank period, that's how you can spot the fakers. They will come and be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Or the best one, I see you doing the damn thing. Like they all, I see you doing the damn thing, or I'm so proud of you. And it's like, did you even know I existed? Like, how do you even know we went to the same high school? Like, you know? So it's one of those. It's like, you're doing the damn thing, and I see you killing it. That's another one. I see you killing it. Okay. So he gives me the whole spiel of like, okay. And he says, you know what, I've been considering getting into modeling myself. Like, can you help me? Like, how did you get into it? And this is the thing that's so crazy, you guys. There is no formula. You want to know how I got into it? I approach photographers. That's how I got into it. That's how I do most things. I don't ask, I don't go to another model and be like, hey, how'd you do it? No, I spot photographers. If I like their picture, I'll be like, hey, I'm an up and coming model. I would love to do a collab. Okay, me and you. Okay. And that's literally it. There is no damn secret on how I got started. So when people like, obviously, I'll try to help my females a little bit more. But when it comes to a guy, like, I'm like, dude, first of all, like, I don't, my modeling agency is all females, all girl models. I'm like, I don't know how to, I don't even know the first thing because to me, like, guy modeling and girl modeling, very different. That's a whole different, like, no, I am not an agent. Sir, please. So the little messages like that, like, I want to get into modeling. And boy was fine enough to be a model. But the thing about it that got me so messed up is like, you're fake saying you're proud of me. You didn't even talk to me in high school. And now you're asking for work. Now you're asking for a handout. Like, sir, again, I never ever went into a model's DMs and was like, hey girl, hey, can you help me out? Can you? And that's the thing. And I could have been like, here's my agency, even though it's only girls or something. But this is the principle of it because he was with the fake, fake you're killing and I see you doing the damn thing. And it's like, you didn't even know I exist. Like, because you asked for a handout. That's what got me messed up. Because you asked for a damn handout. I don't like people that ask, and to me, it's just something that it gets annoying, sis. Or I'm like, no, let me offer. It's that's a thing. Let me offer if I see potential in you. Let me offer, like, hey, you ever thought about it? And I've done that multiple times, like as like pushing like in the future. Okay, I've done that multiple times where I see girls, I'm like, you're really pretty. I was like, let me connect you to my photographers, and I'll tell my photographers, hey, add her. But when it comes to a dude, that is the one and only time a guy has ever told me, hey, I want to be a model. Can you help me? Can you connect me with your photographers? Can you connect me with your agency? Like, can you like find photo shoots for me? And I'm like, sir, no, that is not how we do it up in here. Like, just the level of like entitlement, because I know homie knew he was fine. He must have known, like, girl, when we're younger, I know I probably was staring at him and I know he probably knew, because how the heck did he know to play it like that? Okay. But that is the thing, you guys. Like, it's such a thing where I think the junior version of me, okay, in high school, the junior Lena at the time, I think she caught an ick for him. I think it was just like, oh, mm, the crush I had for you just mm, evaporated. It's gone. And I love it. I love it when like things like that happen where like in the past either I had a crush on someone or either like something didn't sit right with me. Okay. And then fast forward to the future and then something happens with that person, or I hear about the situation and it gets like cleared up, or like I get an ick for them and then I'm just like, hmm. And it's like this, okay? The little parts of you in the past kind of just like, huh. This is one of those. She kind of heals a little bit more. She's like, huh. So let me tell you that. Well, he was over here barking up Miss Batty because Miss Batty ended up not in the model route. Okay, she sure enough could have been a damn model, but she did not end up at all in the model route. She went like a whole different straight to work route. Okay, but this is the thing. Okay, because he chose Miss Batty, because he was buying her drinks, I was like, okay, why don't you, like, the inner me, the inner petty. I was very petty at that time, sis. The petty me, okay, at that time was like if I wanted to, I could have been like, why don't you ask? And I would have obviously said her real name, like, why don't you ask Miss Batty to get you a photo shoot job? Why don't you ask Miss Batty how you become a model? And it's just one of those things, you guys, that honestly, like, I love when that happens, because the past you just heals a little bit, even though you don't really care, but it just heals a little bit. So, girl, hmm, it's just one of those, So that's literally how the whole story of how my crush basically asked me for a handout. And girl, I never felt better. When that happened, I was like, oh, mm, mm, interesting. Now you need my help. Interesting. Now you want my attention. Interesting. But that is a story time, you guys, on how my crush wanted me to help him become a model. Girl, I don't know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, girl. They say that I'm on the road. Maybe I just lost control. Nights keep on taking toll. Find me